to Desert Owl Crafting. I'm Christy. Hello everyone. How are you today? I hope you're having a beautiful day. It is Thursday, the 5th of October, and wouldn't you know, it's going to get back into the hundreds again. I am not happy about this. It's fall. It's supposed to cool down. It does in the morning, but staying in the 90s is one thing, but back to 100 and something again, no. Anyway, that's what's going on in my world. I have been working on all kinds of projects. I do it every day. I cross stitch at night. I've actually even been doing a little bit of blanket stitching on my applique projects at night too, if I can see good enough with my lights. It's a production. I'll just say that. It is a production. What I have for you today are some items from Fansells. They sent me these items for review, so a huge thank you to Fansells. I gotta say, hands down, this is my favorite store as far as being an all-around crafting store with, okay, I thought my dog was gonna go crazy. Leaves, it's windy, so if she sees leaves blowing out the window, she'll bark at the leaves. So I apologize if you hear a dog bark. If she gets too crazy, I'll have to go have a talk with her. But Fansells sells not just cross-stitch, but diamond painting, paint by number, all different kinds of crafting supplies, whether it be knitting or crochet or wax seal or resin, I think even quilling. Check them out. And another reason I like them is because their customer service is great. Their prices, I think, are the best. And when you start and you go around to all these different sites and all these different online stores, and you'll see something in one store and then you'll see it in Fansells and it'll be like a lot cheaper. So if you've never been to Fansells, I will have a link for them down below, along with a link for all these items that I'm showing you today. So let's get going on this. I have quite a few, but first I want to say thank you to all my subscribers and hello. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy my channel. If you have any suggestions on things you want to see, different kinds of crafts you want to see, please let me know, because I would be more than happy to check something out for you and see how it is. So yeah, if you like this video, hit that like button, and that makes a massive difference with YouTube. So yeah, that would be wonderful if you could. So I've got some kits here, and I've got a couple little accessories. So the first kit, it's called Flower Market. It is by, there's the Joy Sunday logo, I'll just say that. It's a 14 count, 40 by 27 centimeters. And I have never, if you've been watching my videos, I don't usually do buildings, but for some reason I just thought this was so cute. With, there's a little kitty in the front, got the little flower market with the little sign hanging up, an umbrella. I thought it was just cute. So let's look at it. I thought it was really cute. It's something different from my norm. Okay, so here it is without the glare. Isn't that just sweet? We have our paper pattern here with a nice big picture. It is 179 stitches wide by 111 stitches tall. A lot of back stitching on this for detail. Whole lot of backs. That's what all these lines are, is back stitching. But it's a partial, so you won't need to do the background at all. Just a little stitch here, little stitch there, and then on this side is the rest of it. We have a lot of colors here for this. We have 50 colors. Look at that. I apologize for the glare of that light. I had to shut one of my curtains because the sunlight was coming through. So we have 50 colors here, 50 full stitch colors. We have a French knot, which is going to be in black, and then 2 back stitching colors. So this picture will be a bit of a job, but you have to have that back stitching to bring out all that detail. A lot of colors. Now you can write on this, even though it's glossy. Just, they do such an excellent job here with the patterns. Now when we look at the actual canvas though, I always try to warn people that your symbols are not going to be the same. So here's the canvas. You have your legend along the sides and the bottom. Your symbols are not going to match the symbols here. Don't let that fret you. It is okay. So nicely printed pattern. You even have some lines here to show you where your back stitching is going to go. Down here too. Now the line, they do it even on the colored parts, but once that's stitched you're not going to see it anyway, so that's when you'll really refer to that pattern. Got your product number at the top with your serged edges and your gridding in case you need to find a section, which you really will need that gridding to come in handy when you're doing all that back stitching. But it's very nicely printed, very easy to read. Now if this was 11 count, it would be quite a bit bigger. But yeah, I think that's really, really well done. Let's take a look at the actual floss. Nice cotton floss, really pretty colors. Look at that. Beautiful colors here. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Now, give you 2 needles. There's your product number. There's your color chart with your DMC codes and how much they've given you, how many strands they've given you of that color. Very nicely put together. It's the little details that just make it so much nicer. Look at that turquoise and the tans, blues, purples, greens. So many pretty colors. Look at those golds. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Now this kit is $4.91. How can you beat that? You get all your floss, you get your pattern, you get your canvas, a couple needles for $4.91. I think that's a great price for a cute little picture like that. Absolutely adorable. Okay, and then let's do an accessory. So, let's see if I can get this open. I think I got another pair of scissors here. Now, this is what I'm talking about. These are simple scissors. They're not fancy, but they're scissors. They're little. You can stick them in with one of your kits when you're working on it. That way you always have a pair of scissors in there. Has a little protector on the pointy tip. Curved end. $1.51. $1.51 for these scissors. Nothing wrong with that, right? You can even use these, I guess, for cuticle scissors if you wanted to, because they do have that nice little curved edge. But perfect. When these scissors are this inexpensive, you can really buy a few of them, keep them in your kits. That way when you're working on a kit, you're like, oh shoot, where's my scissors? And you have to go scrambling trying to find your scissors. Great, great, great price for these scissors. Now the next kit I have to show you is a silk kit. Yep, I got another one. Isn't that gorgeous? It's called the Seaside Sunrise. I'm going to take it out to try to get rid of that glare. And this kit, surprisingly enough, was only $10.89, which for a silk kit is beautiful. They give you a wonderful picture. Let's try to see if I can get that. Look at how pretty that is. I will put this picture up on the screen. We've got some blues down here. And this is all silk. So, oh my goodness, it's going to be stunning. Now this is an 11 count. Let's look at the pattern. It is 180 stitches wide by 235 stitches tall. So this is the bottom of it. We have 49 colors. There's your legend down there. And then this is the top of it. All gridded out, easy to read. A nice picture of it over here. I really like the fact that they give you this picture. You can keep this in your logbook. You can keep this handy. It's easy to look at. I wish they all did this. Giving an extra picture like that. What a pretty kit. Now we have some instructions here. And if you notice, it looks like it's the same instructions that's on the back of a Joy Sunday package. And this kit, like I think I said, was $10.84 for a silk, beautiful, good size kit. Let's take a look at this. Oh my goodness, look at all the threads. Let me just move them out of the way and we will look at them in a minute. This is big. This is really big. In fact, I don't think I can get all of this in the, there's no way in the world, let's see if I can go the other way, that I'll be able to get this all in the picture, even lifting my camera up, because it's just so big. So here we have our gridding on it. You can see we have serged edges, our pattern over here, and it's different symbols from what you see on the paper pattern. The paper pattern gives you numbers and symbols, but for instance, let's look at number 1. It's a white dot in a black square. Number 1 here is burgundy little triangles, and that's the way this whole legend is. It's either burgundy triangles or solid color blocks or little dots or little V's, lines. Very easy to read, very vividly printed. And it looks like the same company from who did the sunflower kit that I did. So this will wash out really well. You do have quite a bit of confetti, but then you've got so many areas, and that's what these numbers are for. They tell you that that whole area right there is going to be floss number 41, and that's just kind of sprinkled throughout this whole picture. There's the sun, the horizon, the sky. I'm going to try my best here to get a measurement on it. Boy, this is a big one here. Okay, so vertically, this picture is 22 3/4 across, or up and down. Horizontally, it's 16 inches across. So yeah, almost 2 feet up and down. So this is a big one. I think it's probably bigger than the sunflower kit. Let's look at all these gorgeous flosses. Now we did get a little toolkit. We'll take a peek at that too. They didn't put these silks in there very nicely. I'll try to straighten them out a little bit. But look at the color and the shine on these. Now these aren't true silks, these are polyester silks. The colors are just beautiful. We've got burgundies and so many golds and yellows. We've got some blue here, some dark teal. And then over here we have more blues and some purples, mauves, golds, just beautiful colors. Here we have all of those. Look at how they shine. Oh my goodness. Now with this, it's an 11 count. You will use 3 strands of floss. So you'll pull 3 strands out of here. I will knot the end of those 3 strands, and then I just use a lighter. I keep a lighter handy, and I just burn the end up and burn this part sticking out up until the knot. Yes, I do knot these because they are so slippery. And when I was doing the sunflower picture, ones that I didn't, that I just had under stitches, some of them did come out. So just to be on the safe side, because you put in all this work and then you don't want to have to go back and start fixing things, I just love these. They are absolutely beautiful. They are very, very soft. These colors are stunning. This picture will be spectacular when it's done. Now you do get a little toolkit, so I'm not going to open it because for some reason the little needles are not in the puffy ball, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 needles, a threader, the puffy ball to put them in, and the adjustable thimble. So I always say you need the snips. Well, you could get $1.51 for these, stick it in, keep it in this kit, you'd be good to go. Oh, this is just beautiful. And for the price, come on, $10.89. I'm going to try to wrap this up a little bit nicer than it was when I opened it up. This is so pretty. I could just sit here and just play with these strands. They're just so pretty and soft. And I think that these silk kits really, man, they just show off the color so well. So well. Okay, get this folded up. I'll put that in there along with the kit. So yeah, this is the sunset, seaside sunset picture. And then we have another little accessory. Speaking of silk kits, wax. Wax is your best friend when you do a silk kit. It helps keep these strands separate like crazy, like nobody's business, and they fray. Wax. I went through probably 3 things of wax when I did the sunflower kit. Wax is your best friend for these kits. This is a new little wax that they've come out with in a nice little container. Okay, I'm going to put it on pause while I try to get this open. I'll be right back. Okay, I got it open. I really had to give it a yank. But see, here's your wax. And you just go down the sides. This is nice and big. It's beeswax. This will wash out when you rinse your kit. So if you have a lot of wax on a color, because I found that some colors are easier to work with than others. Don't ask me why that is, but it is. Some stay together better, some don't. But this wax was $3.21, and the reason I think it's a little bit more money is because it's in such a cute little container. It reminds me of a Thread Magic container, but this is probably 4 times bigger than a Thread Magic container. And the price of those have gone crazy high too. I like that Thread Magic stuff a lot, but they're like $12 now for no. I'm going to try alternatives that are cheaper if I can. And I think this got a little melty in transit. But yeah, this is a great wax. You need that wax for the silk kit. Now the last kit I have to show you is a lovely spring kit. We all like our spring kits. I thought this was really, really pretty. This kit was $5.27. Beautiful packaging on this kit. I even went on Temu and bought just some of these plastic sleeves that with the snap to keep kits in. They were so cheap because I think it's an excellent idea. A way to keep your projects organized, keep them clean when you're not working on them. I think having organizer bags are a great idea, and when they actually give them to you with the kit, wow, even better. I just thought this was a beautiful picture. When I was a kid, I always wanted to live in Maine. Here I am from Southern California, and all I wanted to do was go live by a lighthouse in Maine. And that would be what I would have wanted when I was a kid. Probably still would want if I could do it now, but isn't that just so pretty with all the flowers and the house? Now, this is the pattern. It has 29 colors for full stitch. Okay, then you have over here mixed stitch, where it's telling you what 2 colors to take in the DMC codes, but what 2 colors to take on your floss card you'll take a strand of each, because this is a 14 count, and you'll stitch them together. Then you have your back stitch, then you have your French knot, and look how many half stitch colors they are. Woohoo! The more half stitch colors they have, the better I like it. Here you have your symbols that are on your that's why you have 2 rows. You have your symbols that are on the actual canvas over here on the left, and then next to them will be the symbols that are on your printed pattern. So these are different too, and they do that here for your full stitch colors as well. So this is what is on your canvas, this is what is on your paper pattern, this is the number of your floss, and this is your DMC code of your floss. They also give you fantastic instructions, really easy to read, on how to pick your colors, how to stitch, how to rinse and clean afterwards. And this is the only paper pattern you have. They've got it all just on one page. So I mean, it's not super big. Here's my thumb. My thumb's probably a little bit bigger, but I use magnifying glasses that have a light on them. That helps if I need to refer to this. You've got a little back stitching here for that seagull and the rooftop, little bit on the lighthouse. Of course, all the lighthouse bits up here are going to be back stitched. Some rocks over here, pots for the flowers, the house. That's not bad at all. Now they package these very nicely too. They put your canvas in an individual little bag. Now some of them will put the floss in an individual bag. This, they put the canvas in the bag. Keeps it nice and clean. Let's take a look at this. This lighthouse picture was $5.27. That is such a great price. And here we have our legend. Now this is only going to give you one set of symbols, unlike this. So here we go. There's number 1, red with the dot, and here it is. So you know that this column is everything that's on your actual canvas or fabric, and this is what is on your pattern. So we have our back stitching, our French knot, and our half stitching. A lot of half stitching colors. I think that's great. I wonder if it's for the sky. Yeah, here's number 15 down here, red slash, and that's up here, so that would be for the sky. Very nicely printed. Spring has never let me down when it comes to a kit. Very stiff though, stiffer than some of the others, but that's okay. You can roll these up, you can squish them up, anything you can. As you work on them, they'll get softer. Give them really good squishes first if you want to put it in a hoop, but I don't. I just hold it in hand and stitch away. Beautiful serged edges, and it will soften up as you work on it. I think this is just a really pretty picture. And here we've got a floss card with just one color. And this is number 31. And let's see, what is that? Oh, that's really interesting. So I'll have to figure out where that one goes. It might be a backstitch color, because it only goes to 29 here. There's 30 down here. 31. So it's going to be a blend. This color here will blend with number 22. One strand of each. And nice floss cards. They only give you needles here, 2 needles. Very soft colors. These almost look pastel. They're so pretty with the light yellows and pinks, purples, greens, browns, some black. And then on this side, we've got reds and greens, white, a lot of white. Very soft floss, very well made kit by Spring. Very well made. And such a great price at Fansells for this kit too. $5.27. It's just an excellent bargain for a really, really pretty picture. I'm going to just measure the size of this picture here. Let's see what we got. The actual picture size is 8 1/4 across by 11 1/2. So 8 1/4 by 11 1/2, almost the size of a piece of paper. Very, very pretty. Very pretty kit. Nicely, nicely printed. This picture, I think, would just turn out absolutely beautiful. So we have the oh God, I can't even talk, sorry. The lighthouse kit. And then we had the silk sunflower kit. We have our wax and our scissors. And then we have our little village, our little flower market. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.